Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday. Okay, let me talk about the timeline here with our forecast today. Some of you waking up this morning are saying, when are the thunderstorms going to fire up? When will they kick in? So this morning you're waking up really mild, 60s and 70s. You have cloudy skies and these breezy southerly winds. And these winds are really going to play a factor here throughout the day today. It's going to kind of ripen the atmosphere. So when we do get this cold front by this evening, that's what's going to give us the uplift and the colliding air masses. That's why we're going to see such strong thunderstorms later today. Let me show you. Southerly winds this morning, 5 to 10 miles per hour, sustained around 15 in Angleton. I think we will stay on the breezy side through much of the day today. Now upwards until noon, about a 40% chance for these scattered showers, picking up maybe a few hundredths to a few tenths of an inch. So early on in the day, the first portion of the day, is not when we're expecting any severe activity. The best threat for any strong to severe thunderstorms will actually happen after your lunchtime hour, and I think it's going to be right during school pickup later today, 2, 3 o'clock, and then that continues to fire up right through this afternoon and evening. So 70s stay in place through the remainder of the day. And then notice how the rain chances increase by the afternoon. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, continuing through 11. That's when you have a 70% chance for these scattered thunderstorms. On our radar for your morning commute, we are mostly dry at this point. It's clouds that are in place with maybe a few spotty showers trying to materialize. Okay, Northeast Harris County, Southern Liberty County here, trying to tap into a moderate shower. I'll zoom in on the north side, but most of this is really light. We're tracking a few sprinkles this morning to maybe a stray shower, and it's kind of the key through even about lunchtime today. Area of low pressure with that cold front is going to be working its way across the state of Texas, and this is what's going to be the reason why we continue to see scattered showers and thunderstorms, and they ramp up by the afternoon and evening. So this is coming out of the Pacific. That's why it has a little bit of a moisture component with it. And then this cold front, when we see these colliding air masses and we've got these upper level winds, really strong upper level winds, that's the reason why this afternoon and evening, take a look at the timing. It's just the same exact track that we've been talking and tracking all week. Our time frame really hasn't changed a whole lot. So this is 3 o'clock this afternoon, again, right during pickup after school. That's when I think these thunderstorms will begin to fire up, and they will be producing anywhere from a couple tenths of an inch, a half an inch of rain will be possible in a pretty quick period of time. This is 4:30 today, so right during your afternoon evening rush. Maybe you can get out the door a little early for your Friday. Either way, you'll be dealing with slick roadways, overcast conditions, and potentially a few showers even through 6, 7 o'clock. But it's about 8 o'clock this evening. Take a look at what happens with this with the line of thunderstorms that we're expecting. And this could be really squally-like weather, meaning hail, damaging winds, even some rotation, so an isolated tornado. You may even hear a tornado warning firing off, especially areas north of I-10. So take a good look. This is the line that we're really tracking for more widespread strong to severe weather, 8 o'clock this evening. So you're now working throughout the day. So you've seen your scattered showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm. This is 10 o'clock this evening. I would already be thinking, can you get a movie? Your power really may even be an issue as we head to about 10, 11 o'clock this evening with on and off power outages. Look at the intensity of these thunderstorms. That line really wants to hold together, but it moves out quickly. So it's quick in, quick out once that cold front arrives. This is 11:30 tonight. Rain is already off to our east. So then overnight, we actually already start to see our clouds clear. And when you wake up Saturday morning, this is 5 a.m. Saturday morning, we should be under partly cloudy to even mostly sunny skies when that sun comes up. Your Saturday looks just absolutely amazing. How much rain could we see? There's not a big flood threat with this. So the overall flood threat is low, but isolated street ponding or isolated street flooding, okay, that could be a concern, especially when you're looking at some of these rainfall totals over 3 inches of rain, and that could fall in a really short period of time. So quick high water, okay, but then it should subside pretty quickly. Otherwise, notice most of the accumulations, and this is through our overnight hours, and again, that'll probably stop at about 11 p.m. this evening, half to an inch and a half of rain. That's beneficial rain we need across the area, and that is not enough to give us flooding. So the overall flood risk today is low, but it's hail and damaging wind. This is the highest risk for any severe weather. As far as rotation goes, I'm not expecting a big tornado outbreak. I don't want you to be concerned of that, but an isolated thunderstorm that could cause rotation may be a concern, especially areas northeast of town. If you're in Livingston, if you're in Corrigan, I want you to keep this forecast in mind. You may hear a severe thunderstorm warning go off or a tornado warning go off, and that's the time to stay weather aware. But good news on your 7-day, tonight's this afternoon and evening, once we clear out overnight, look at the sunny skies that are in the forecast for your weekend. I mean, really, it's going to be a nice Saturday and Sunday with temperatures in the low 80s returning to the forecast. Let me show you this again. If you're just tuning in, I know a lot of you are watching either on Facebook Live, maybe on our website. Are you catching it on another platform? I'm going to show you this once again. I know a lot of you trying to really plan your Friday. Do you have a baseball game for one of your kids? Maybe a soccer game later this afternoon? So this morning you're starting off dry. Even some of the teachers that are watching, I think the first portion of the day today, it's overcast, it's a little breezy this morning, but really outdoor recess may even be a go. So outdoor activities up until about lunchtime will be spotty. So maybe it's an isolated shower or two, but we're not expecting thunderstorms or especially severe thunderstorms before about 1 o'clock this afternoon. It's the afternoon and evening when that settles in. This morning, 60s and 70s. So you'll notice it even with that wind feeling a little cool, but temperatures are actually fairly mild to even borderline warm. We should be about 60 degrees overnight with our lows. Breezy southerly winds. So that's what's creating all the humidity out there, all the cloud cover. So only a 20% chance now up until the next couple of hours of an isolated shower, a 40% chance at noon, and then it is this afternoon. Again, that timeline, it ramps up for your afternoon after about 2, 3 o'clock this afternoon through potentially about 11 p.m. this evening. There's that 70% chance for scattered showers and thunderstorms and an isolated, even severe thunderstorm. Radar, mostly quiet this morning. You're waking up to clouds in place. You're going to just feel it, right? When you walk outside this morning, you're going to say, yeah, I can tell. We're going to have rain in the forecast today. You just feel it out there. The atmosphere is ready for it. A few of the showers on the north side. This is really light. This is the type of activity that's a trace to maybe a few hundredths of an inch. That little area of yellow trying to move out of northeast Harris County into portions of southwest Liberty County. That's capable of producing maybe a moderate little shower, but that's it. That's what we're expecting now up until noon. This low will continue to work from west to east. Now, also what's important when we're looking at this low, it stays well to our north. It does have a pretty big component as far as the moisture because it's moving out of the Pacific. And then this cold front is going to give us the energy for some of these thunderstorms. But that's why most of the heavier rain accumulations will actually be areas north and northeast of town. I think majority of you, if you live south of I-10, Fort Bend County, Brazoria County, Galveston County, Chambers County, you'll probably pick up maybe a half to an inch and a half of rain, but that really will be about it. It's going to be areas north of I-10 that's who will see probably the most accumulation and the best chance for severe weather. 3 o'clock this afternoon, anywhere that you see yellow, that's an isolated thunderstorm on the moderate side is possible. When you see some of the deeper red, the capability of even some hail, so that could pack a little bit more of a punch. I'm going to quickly fast forward on our future track through about 6 o'clock this evening because we keep it about the same. There may even be areas through 6 o'clock that you only catch a few showers today. So not a washout up until this afternoon, but look what sets up for this evening. And this is what I want you to be weather aware, weather ready for by this evening. 8 o'clock. Look at that line setting up. And again, this is squall-like weather. So with that, damaging winds are going to be a possibility. Power outages will be a possibility. Pea-size hail to maybe golf ball-size hail within these thunderstorms. And this will be widespread. So when the cold front passes, everybody should see these thunderstorms basically fire up. This is 10 o'clock this evening, and then it should be out of here by about 11:30. So if you do work that shift work overnight tonight, if it begins at 10 or 11 p.m. And you're working into the overnight hours, be careful on your commute into work. Again, if you're working for the overnight hours, but hopefully most of you tonight, your Friday night plans, maybe pick the movie already. Decide on the show that you want to watch. Maybe order in, that sort of thing. As far as the rain accumulations, anywhere from a half to an inch and a half of rain. And models have been pretty consistent the past several days. And that shows you pretty good agreement on how much rain we're expecting and kind of the conditions we're expecting. Over 3 inches of rain is possible, but notice where even our model's wanting to show us areas well north of town. But Huntsville, College Station, Livingston, these are areas, pay attention. You could see some quick, heavy downpours that maybe could lead to an isolated high water spot. So the overall risk for flooding is low because 1/2 to 1.5 inches of rain we can handle. Hail, pea-size to golf ball size hail will be possible. And as far as the wind gusts within the thunderstorms, capable of about 40 miles per hour, any rotation, not everyone will see that, but the risk is low, but it is there. So if we do see any rotation in these thunderstorms, it will be capable of producing an isolated tornado. Some of that you could also get confused with straight line winds. So if there is any damage reported this evening or overnight, and when we see it maybe early tomorrow morning, sometimes the tornado can be confused with straight line winds. So we will see, but the risk is there. So that's why in fact, the Storm Prediction Center put us under an enhanced risk of severe weather. So that was kind of an upgrade even from yesterday. A 90% chance that'll happen after 3 o'clock today. So just a few streamer showers beforehand. Do you see your weekend? Make the outdoor plan. Saturday and Sunday, low 80s, sunny skies. That's what I'm talking about. That's our spring-like weather. Next week, we have one front that'll pass into Wednesday, but otherwise, temperatures are exactly where they should be for this time of the year. As far as today go, keep that weather guard up after about 3 o'clock, and we will continue to send you updates here right with KHOU. All right, more to come later.